This is the story of a 19-year-old girl, young, beautiful, and broke. At night, she has no choice but to sleep with rich men for money. And what happens to her during those nights, we're about to find out. In the opening scene, we see a girl visiting a doctor. The doctor performs some strange experiment on her. When it's done, she gets paid and walks away. Her name is Alyssa. She's struggling with money, which is why she agrees to these experiments. During the day, Alyssa works at an office. At night, she waits tables at a restaurant just to cover her bills. One night, Alyssa hits a bar with her friends. She sneaks into the bathroom with one of them and does drugs. Later, while hanging out at the table, one of her friends asks, "So, Alyssa, who are you hooking up with tonight?" Alyssa shrugs and says, "Let's flip a coin. Whoever wins, I'll go with him." The coin lands and the guy wins, so Alyssa leaves with him. The next morning, she heads back home. Her sister's boyfriend, Derek, asks her for rent money. She pays him reluctantly. Now, here, we learn Alyssa actually lives in Derek's apartment. She rents a room from him, even though they don't get along. In fact, Alyssa really doesn't like him at all. Later at her office job, Alyssa's boss tells her, "Hey, your mom just called." So she picks up the phone. Her mom asks for her card details. Alyssa gives them, then tells her mom not to disturb her while she's working. That evening, Alyssa visits her boyfriend, Ethan. He's sweet. He loves her. He even dreams of marrying her. But Ethan is an alcoholic, and because of his addiction and their lack of money, marriage feels impossible. The next day, Alyssa notices a job ad in the newspaper. She calls the number, then shows up for the interview. There, she meets a woman named Vanessa. Vanessa explains the job. "You'll be working all night, wearing short dresses. Nobody will force you into intimacy, and the pay between $250 and $200 an hour." Alyssa agrees. Vanessa inspects her, helps her with her looks, and preps her for the job. That night, a car picks Alyssa up. She's taken to a massive, luxurious house. There, another girl does her makeup and dresses her in new clothes. Finally, she's led into a room filled with other girls and wealthy, powerful men. Her job is to serve drinks, but then an old man grabs her leg. Alyssa stumbles and falls. She makes it through the night, goes home, and burns one of the bills she was paid, as if to erase what she just went through. The next night at a bar, a stranger flirts with her. They talk a little, but Alyssa is distracted. Soon, Vanessa calls again, asking her to come back. When Alyssa arrives, she notices some men dragging a girl away, but she ignores it. Vanessa offers her a drink and warns her, "After this, you'll pass out." Alyssa hesitates, then drinks. The screen fades, and when she wakes up, she's naked in bed. An old man climbs in next to her. The next morning, she's sent home. Derek tells her, "You've got 2 weeks to move out. I found someone who'll pay me more." Desperate, Alyssa rents a small flat through a broker, but she's broke again, so she calls Vanessa for work. Still, the money's not enough. She goes back to the doctor, signing up for another experiment, but during it, Vanessa calls her again. Soon, Alyssa is unconscious on a bed while Vanessa makes deals with clients. "This man can do whatever he wants," Vanessa says, "just not intimacy." The client tortures Alyssa. She doesn't feel it. She's unconscious. But the next day, her body aches, and that's when she realizes what's been happening to her. Later, Alyssa gets a call from Ethan. She rushes to his place only to find him weak, sick, barely holding on. He asks her to sleep with him. She agrees, but in the middle of it, Ethan dies. At his funeral, Alyssa runs into an ex-boyfriend, Ryan. Through her grief, she blurts out, "Ryan, marry me." But Ryan explodes, "I'm already married." Broken and alone, Alyssa returns to Vanessa's world. Again and again, she lies unconscious as men use and torture her, and she never remembers it. Until one day, at her office job, her boss fires her. "You're not focused anymore, Alyssa." That night, Alyssa buys a hidden camera. She's determined to finally see what happens to her after she blacks out.
So now,
Back at
when
work, a
Elisa
man
goes
slips
to
her
work
a
in a
drug.
restaurant,
She
a guy
passes
slips
out.
her a drug,
When she wakes
and after
up, she's
drinking
sore
it, she
and
ends up
shaken.
getting
Vanessa
intimate with
calls
him
her
later.
again,
When
but
Elisa
this
comes
time,
back
on the
to
way
her
there,
senses, Sarah
Elisa
calls
starts
her up
vomiting.
and tells her to come
Begging
over to
Vanessa,
her place.
she says,
But while Elisa is
"Please
on her
let me
way
do
to
this
Sarah's
without
house,
passing
she
out."
suddenly starts throwing
Vanessa
up.
shakes
Because
her
of
head.
that, she finally
This is
reaches
out of
Sarah
our
and
control.
begs her, saying,
So
"Please,
Elisa
at
sneaks the
least
camera
today,
into
let
the
me
room,
do this
hiding
job
it in
without
her
knocking
mouth.
me unconscious."
She places
But
it
Sarah straight
secretly
up
before
tells her,
blacking
"This
out.
thing is
So
out of
now,
our control.
when
We
Elisa
just
goes to
can't
work
do
in
it
a
that way."
restaurant,
In the
a
next
guy
scene,
slips
we
her a
see
drug,
Elisa
and
again
after
in that
drinking
same
it,
room.
she ends up
This
getting
time she
intimate
had
with
hidden
him
a
later.
tiny
When
camera
Elisa comes
inside her
back
mouth,
to her
and
senses,
she secretly
Sarah
sets it
calls
up in
her
the
up
room.
and tells her to
plan
come
was
over to her
simple.
place.
She wanted
But
to
while
find out
Elisa
what
is
the
on her way to
customers were
Sarah's
actually
house,
doing
she
to
suddenly
her while
starts
she was
throwing up.
unconscious.
Because
A
of
little
that,
later,
she
a
finally
client comes
reaches
in,
Sarah
and that
and begs
client
her,
lays
saying,
down on the bed with
"Please, at
Elisa.
least
But
today,
here's the
let
real
me do this
twist. The
job
next
without
morning,
knocking
when
me
Sarah walks into
unconscious."
Elisa's
But Sarah
room, she
straight up
realizes
tells
the
her,
client
"This
is
thing is
already
out of our
dead,
control.
so she
We
rushes
just
to
can't
wake
do it
Elisa
that way."
up.
In the
When
next
Elisa
scene,
opens
we
her
see
eyes
Elisa
and
again
sees
in
the
that same
lifeless
room.
body,
This
she's
time she had
completely
hidden a
shaken.
tiny
She
camera
feels this
inside her
deep
mouth,
guilt,
and she
thinking
secretly
actually
sets it up in
slept
the
the
room.
whole
Her
night next to
plan
a
was
dead
simple.
man.
She
Creepy
wanted
as
to
hell,
find
right?
out what
Anyway,
the
in the
customers
final
were
scene of the
actually
movie, we're
doing to
shown
her
the
while she was
CCTV
unconscious.
footage,
A
and in
little
that
later,
video,
a
we
client
can
comes in,
clearly
and
see
that
Elisa
client
with
lays
that
down on the
client.
bed with
Movie
Elisa.
ends
But
here.
here's the
If
real
this video
twist. The next
entertained
morning,
you,
when
it's my
Sarah
humble
walks into
request.
Elisa's room,
Please
she
like
realizes
the
the
video,
client
hit
is
the
already
subscribe
dead,
button,
so she
and share
rushes
it
to
with
wake
anyone
Elisa
you
up.
like.
When
Thanks
Elisa
for your
opens her
kindness.
eyes,